So what do you say to the people like that that writers, people who make music and all the stuff like that as well, who write books and so forth, to think that they like that if you're using like Chat GBT, you got some that don't probably like shy away from it completely. What do you say to those people where they think where it should everything should be the work of me, not the work of the computer? What do you think? What would you say to that?
I 100% agree. Like I said, I only use ChatGPT as an editor, and I only used it as an editor even after I ran my paper through Grammarly. Like I did the whole Grammarly thing because Grammarly is not like AI. It's not going to change nothing. It's literally just
Yeah,
your grammar, your
yeah,
misspelling, stuff like that. So once I ran it through that, then I ran it through ChatGPT as like a second run through for any grammars, any misspelling, any improper placement of words, stuff like that. So using it for grammar stuff and for editing, punctuation, maybe manuscript formatting, yes. But to write your stuff, no. It takes away from you authentically. And then how can you say you wrote something? Like, yeah, you came up with the concept, but like you weren't even able to write 16 bars. You weren't able to write 3 paragraphs. So it's like, don't steal from yourself. And then by you letting a machine do it for you, that creates laziness. You're not allowing your imagination to grow. You're not allowing your talents to grow. You're not pushing yourself. So there's a fine line with this AI stuff that I do believe. And just like now we're seeing how artists are coming out talking about they don't like the fact that AI is stealing their thunder because this AI thing is going on tours and Kalani can't get a tour. You get what I'm saying? So, and I understand that because she's actually writing her songs. It's not an AI. She's putting money into it. It's blood, sweat, and tears for her. And then you go to a machine and the machine pops out a #1 hit. So I do understand how this can be a good thing and a bad
bad
thing,
thing. Yeah. We in a weird time where we trying to really navigate. I feel like it's here, so we got to definitely like get in front of it the best way we can. But yeah, you do have those concerns of it taking away from creativity, and also for as like you heard with Suno, like I have talked with a couple artists I talked with one artist that uses Suno, and he just said similar like you said. He just uses it as a tool. Like he already been making music way before this AI came out and stuff like that. He said it just helped him to be productive more quicker and everything, like help his productivity a lot better. So I can see it in those ways, but then there's other ways and things with Suno they say they have stolen people music, and everything. That's
Mm-hmm.
another thing too. So that's another gripe, So I don't. It's kind of like I can see. I don't know. Is that in that going on in the author world or the book world and everything, like where AI is taking people's work and everything like that?
I can't honestly speak to that because there's so many people using AI that it probably could have happened and I just didn't hear about it. Doesn't mean that it didn't happen. It just means I didn't hear about it.
Okay.
But I'm not going to act like that was not a concern for me too.
Okay.
Because if AI can generate me a book, is this book coming from someone else? So even when I put my poetry book through, that thought still ran through my mind like, can somebody else get this book? Can it regenerate my poem and then say it's regenerating it for someone else's idea, but it's really my work? Like, I don't know how AI collects the stuff we actually write and then redistributes it, or do they just say, hey, we're not going to do nothing with it because that's what she wrote? Like, I don't know how that works. I truly don't know how that works. So who knows if AI is stealing stuff and giving it to somebody? I don't know, but you know what? That's why you keep your copyrights. Because if somebody happens to steal your stuff, including AI, right?
Make sure
You might
everything
be
in
able to get a
order.
check.
Yeah.
You gotta get your
Yeah.
copyrights.
Right. Yeah.
Anything that you do,
Mm,
copyrights, make sure legally it's binded to you. Even a song, you know how they have like ASCAP or something like that.
yeah. It's a
Even
lot
when
of
you
stuff.
do songs, you put your name next to the song, you put the
Mm,
lyrics in of the song and all that, and
mm,
it's tied to you. So
yeah.
if anybody reuses it, it originally goes back to you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I believe that's something that more people need to hear. I just never heard the parallels with people who write books and poems and stuff like that. I was just wondering if anybody's had those type of gripes or what type of gripes that they have with AI and everything. Okay.